Magandang araw klase, ngayong araw ang ating tatalakayin ay tungkol muli sa cognitive development. Magbasa, makinig, matuto at magsaya. Ako si Binibining Menya. Handa na ba kayo? Tara na, umpisa na nating isa-isahin at pirapirasuhin ang mga detalyeng nakapaloob dito. Katulad ng binanggit ko kanina, ang ating talakayan ay iikot muli sa cognitive development, particular na sa ikalawang stage na tinatawag na pre-operational stage. The pre-operational stage is the second stage in John Piaget's theory of cognitive development. This stage begins around age 2 as children start to talk and lasts until approximately age 7. Pagtapos sa sensory motor stage, magka-transition na yung bata dito sa tinatawag na pre-operational stage. Ito ang ikalawang stage sa apat na stage na bumubuo sa cognitive development. Ito ay kadalasan nangyayari simula 2 taon at natatapos hanggang 7 years old. During this stage, children begin to engage in symbolic play and learn to manipulate symbols. However, John Piaget noted that they do not yet understand concrete logic. Yung mga bata sa stage na to, dapat hinahayaan silang mag-explore, hinahayaan silang maglaro, hinahayaan silang i-discover yung mga bagay na nasa paligid nila. Kasi malaking tulong yon para ma-develop nila yung sarili nila, makilala nila yung sarili nila. Yung mga batang nasa pre-operational stage, paunti-unti na yung nag-aaral, pumapasok sa school, pero kahit na ganun, hindi pa rin nila talaga totally na iintindihan yung mga logic. Ngayon, iisa-isahin natin yung mga major characteristic ng ikalawang stage, which is nga yung tinatawag na pre-operational stage. The pre-operational stage occurs roughly between the age 2 and 7. Language development is one of the hallmarks of this period. Ang pinakamalaking pangyayari dito or development na nararanasan ng isang bata is yung natututo na siyang magsalita, natututo na siyang bumuo ng mga salita at pagsamasamahin ito para makabuo ng isang pangungusap. John Piaget noted that children in this stage do not yet understand concrete logic, cannot mentally manipulate information, and are unable to take the point of view of other people, which is called egocentrism. Dahil nga hindi pa ganun kalalim yung isip ng mga bata sa stage na to, nangyayari is yung paniniwala lang nila or pananaw lang nila yung tama sa paningin nila. Hindi nila nako-consider as tama yung sinasabi ng magulang nila, yung sinasabi ng ate at kuya nila, o kung sino mang matanda yung nasa paligid nila. Kadalasan dito under yung mga bata na kapag gusto ng laruan, kailangan mong ibili kasi iiyak yan. Kapag gusto ng hamburger, ng chicken, ng McDo, ng Jollibee, dapat sundin mo kasi magwawala siya. During the pre-operational stage, children also become increasingly adept at using symbols, as evidenced by the increase in playing and pretending. Usually, ang laro ng mga bata dito is teacher-teacheran, doktor-doktoran, yung may teacher tas may student, yung bata yung teacher tas yung mga kapatid niya yung student, o kaya naman yung doctor and patient. Ito na-experience ko noon, ginagamot ko yung mga kapatid ko, tapos pinaiinom ko sila ng kending bilog-bilog dati na tigpipiso sa amin. For example, a child is able to use an object to represent something else, such as pretending a broom is a horse. Isa rin sa halimbawa dito is yung ang walis ginagawang kabayo. Naalala ko rin no, nagluluto-lutuan kami, ang pinambibili namin ng mga pangluto is dahon, yun ang nagiging pera namin. Role-playing also becomes important. Children often play the roles of mommy, daddy, doctor, and many other characters. Katulad ng halimbawa ko kanina na teacher-teacheran, doktor-doktoran, luto-lutuan, dito yun nangyayari dito sa stage na to. Isa sa mga major characteristic ng pre-operational stage is itong tinatawag na egocentrism. Dito, mas pag-aaralan natin kung ano ba yung tinatawag na egocentrism. Understanding egocentrism. John Piaget used a number of creative and clever techniques to study the mental abilities of children. One of the famous techniques to demonstrate egocentrism involved using a three-dimensional display of a mountain scene. often referred to as the three-mountain task. Children are asked to choose a picture that shows the scene they had observed. Most children are able to do this with little difficulty. Next, children are asked to select a picture showing what someone else would have observed when looking at the mountain from a different viewpoint. Invariably, children almost always choose the scene showing their own view of the mountain scene. According to John P.J., children experience this difficulty because they are unable to take on another person's perspective. Dito sa research, ang ginawa ni John P.J. is pinamili niya yung mga bata ng view na nakikita ng ibang tao sa ibang side. Tapos, ang ginawa ng mga bata, pinili pa rin nila kung ano yung nakikita nila. Patunay lang na para sa kanila, kung ano yung nakikita nila, ayun lang yung nakikita. Hindi nila nako-consider yung point of view ng other people. Other researchers have also conducted similar experiments. In one study, children were shown a room in a small dollhouse. Children were able to see in the dollhouse that a toy was hidden behind a piece of furniture. Children were then taken into a full-size room that was an exact replica of the dollhouse. Very young children did not understand to look behind the couch to find the toy, while slightly older children immediately searched for the toy. Developmental psychologists refer to the ability to understand that other people have different perspective, thoughts, feelings, and mental states as theory of mind. Dito na-conclude ng mga psychologists na ang lahat ng tao ay may iba't ibang pananaw, iba't ibang ideya towards sa isang bagay. Isa pa sa matuturing na major characteristic ng pre-operational stage is yung tinatawag na conservation. Understanding conservation. Another well-known experiment involves demonstrating a child's understanding of conservation. In one conservation experiment, equal amounts of liquid are poured into two identical containers. The liquid in one container is then poured into a differently shaped cup, such as a tall and thin cup or a short and wide cup. Children are then asked which cup holds the most liquid. Despite seeing that the liquid amounts were equal, children almost always choose the cup that appears fuller. Kahit na nakita naman ng mga bata na equal amount lang yung isinalin, yung option pa rin na mukhang marami yung pinili nila. John P.J. conducted a number of similar experiments on the conservation of number, length, mass, weight, volume, and quantity. He found that few children showed any understanding of conservation prior to the age of 5. Sa link na ito, nanggaling yung mga written information na nakasulat sa PPT. Dito na nagtatapos ang ating talakayan. Sana ay marami kayong natutuhan. Paalam!